So this recipe is for anybody who has a sweet tooth, and you know, no matter what, sometimes you do need a little bit of a sweet boost. The great thing about this particular recipe is completely plant-based. So this is a sweet potato brownie, and I'm going to pull this together very, very quickly here. What we start off with are mashed sweet potatoes. And if they've got little bits of chunks in there, that's fine. It's not a bad thing. It gives you a little bit more nice texture contrast. This is applesauce, and that goes mixed in there. So what I'm doing is taking all of these wet ingredients. This is maple syrup. I'm going to mix all the wet ingredients together. And I already had one in there. This is nut butter. And, you know, this one's an almond nut butter. Any of them would work. You know, I like to use the ones that are not emulsified because you know, you got to stir the oil back into them. It just, for me, is a little bit cleaner label. Almond milk. And a little bit of canola oil. And then we've got some pure vanilla extract, probably like a teaspoon goes in there. And so this mixture, you're going to mix it together as best as possible. All right, and that just take a moment. So when you're doing this, you could use cooked leftover sweet potatoes. That's one way to do it. You can use canned cooked sweet potatoes, and there's also pureed sweet potatoes on the market. So, you know, and I understand that, you know, not everybody's going to be baking potatoes and for this, but if you do have leftover sweet potatoes, perfect place for that to go the next day once they've cooled down. Okay, so as you can see, this is combined. This is all the wet ingredients. Then we're going to sift a combination of flour, cocoa powder, baking powder, sweetener, instant coffee, and kosher salt. You know, I'm just going to lightly sift the dry ingredients. You know, just make sure that there's no lumps or chunks or anything left over in there. And some of these that are not too hard, you can just push right through, and that takes care of that. And now this gets incorporated into the wet. You know, as you're already seeing, it's really straightforward. It's very simple. This will be a bit of a dry mixture. It's not really wet. You see that it'll be kind of thick once it's all mixed together. And just about there. And it's just coming together now. You know, a little bit of, and you see the nutritionally, this is actually very, very good. Not the ingredients in it are nice and clean, straightforward, and that's about it. That's all you need to do. So what I have here is a 8x8 pan. Little spray release in there, a little oil spray in there, and then I cut a piece of parchment paper and put it into the bottom. One of those things that just, this is non-stick, but I like to be a little bit on the safe side. Little parchment paper, make sure the release is really easy, and this is going to simply get spread into this baking pan. Get everything out of there. All right. Okay. And that's the preparation. So as you see, it's really simple, and that's a good thing. Keeping it as straightforward and simple as possible. Fun ingredients in here. Everything loaded with flavor. Put this in here, and this one. And you know the thing, because it's all vegan. You can lick that and not worry about eggs or anything like that. Going to go into the oven. And the finished brownie. I let this cool a little bit. Easy to get out of here. Make sure. There we go. And you see, by spraying it and using parchment paper, you saw how easy that it did come out of there. Let's see. Oh yeah, this feels so nice. There we go. Yeah, let's stack a bunch of these brownies up. That's always fun. And there you have it. You have sweet potato, applesauce, maple syrup, great ingredients, sweet potato brownies. Great for the sweet tooth.